really thought that
Thank
this
you.
group of people would absolutely destroy you, and I'm really sorry for booking it that way. But it turns out, you were good.
It was Mike Kaplan, Billy Wayne Davis, Shane Moss, and Billy Wayne especially. He started giving clues when it wasn't his turn, and I can pick up on him. And I think he thought he would be on a DMT wavelength with the other two, and that my sober brain couldn't catch up. But kids, you want to know what DMT is like? I won 90 to 45. Let's put it that way. Okay. So just be careful. Yeah, it's a plant, but isn't everything?
You know what though? I thought they're very much wordsmiths, all three of them, right? You know,
Right.
they find all the words, they get it. That's why they got most of the categories, because they can understand like what I mean when I
Yes.
put hints and clues in, right?
If it's puniful, forget it. I don't have
Oh,
a chance.
exactly. So, but Chris L is reminding us they hadn't seen Dirty Dancing. I mean,
Yeah.
some of these movies I knew, like Hustlers, they never heard of. And I'm like, remember J-Lo, she turned 50. That was her birthday present to us. Like, no one remembers this. And they were like, I think you're making this movie up. And I'm like, I think I found people who know movies less
Yeah.
than me. And that's a magical moment.
Yeah. We're like, that happened 4 years ago. They're like, oh, right. I was looking at Frog's asshole 4 years ago. I was doing my own thing. But yes, I Hemda describes the trailer on silent. She knows nothing about movies, less about actors, and we have to guess what it is. And I did fantastic. All right, enough's enough. Let's get to today's guest, brand new to the Keith and the Girl world, and I couldn't be more excited. His first stand-up album I heard. It's called what was it? Prodigal Little Bitch.
The Prodigal Little Bitch. Yes,
Loved it. I loved it. Congrats, Geoffrey Asmus. Geoffrey Asmus, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys? Thanks for having me.
Jeffrey writes, I began performing stand-up in 2013, immediately after wasting $143,548 on 7 college degrees. Anyway, out now is the new debut album, The Prodigal Little Bitch, and
yes.
A second one's coming up.
Yes. I got to admit, I've never seen Dirty Dancing either. I got to say that. Never seen it. Never seen Hustlers either.
Hustlers you don't have to see. Were you aware of it?
I knew Dirty Dancing. I know, like, Don't Put Baby in the Corner.
That's what they knew.
Yeah. So I don't need to see it. I know it. I get it. Yeah, I don't.
Oh my God.
Is it good, or is it just like nostalgic?
Okay,
is it
first
good?
of all, this is what Mike said, and I finally have some empathy for all of you people when I talk about movies and you clutch your pearls. I get it now. I didn't know that these people existed, just like you didn't know that I exist. Okay, fair. Now we're on some wavelength. But Dirty Dancing, do you need to see it? It is, I think you do. I think you do.
Is it just cheesy, or it is actually like an emotionally good film?
It is somehow statutory rape and called romance. That's
like an 80s thing. The 80s loved that. There was a lot of that. Yeah.
I did not notice. That's how much like I thought it was regular. I really did. She's in high school, maybe going into her senior year on summer vacation with her family. Her family actually calls her baby because she's that sheltered and that naive. And
How old's the guy?
The guy is a fully grown adult, already had enough, like I want to say he's at least 23. And that's, I think, being generous about his age, because he had some life. It's not even that. It's not even their age. He had a life. He's a dancer. He travels and he does dirty dance. He's like a fully grown adult. He sleeps with the women's husband, the wives of the men who come up to the summer vacation spot that he works at, that he teaches dancing at. And so he's just out there. And she has never done anything in her life. During summer vacation with her family, he takes her virginity. I hate putting it that way, but that's
the movie. I didn't know this was the plot of the movie. Okay, now I have to see it.
Don't put baby in the corner.
That's him saying she's calling herself baby.
That is the grown ass man going, I will date your daughter, even though I'm working at this place and you consider yourself elite people, and you fired me for dating someone in this very rich, wealthy community. You're just a piece of shit. I'm not a piece of shit. Nobody puts my little girl in the corner / the person I slept with.
You won't tell me not to do statutory rape. I will do statutorily raping if I want to. Wow.
Yes.
That's
I forgot
okay.
he was fucking the whole town, right? Because
Yes.
he is the cool guy that's coming into this little hick place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he happens to look just like Patrick Swayze. So you know there's gonna be trouble.
Right.
This guy has it going on. Yeah.
That's funny. Interesting. Okay, I'll see it. A lot of Back to the Future is kind of creepy when you think about it, of course.
Sure.
He's like
Oh.
going back to fuck his mom. It's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you liked Mrs. Maisel, this is the original pilot.
Of Marvelous Miss Maisel?
Yes.
Really?
That's what I'm calling Dirty Dancing now. No, absolutely not really. But
okay.
if you recall some of the season where she was going to the summer vacation with her family.
Oh, sure.
That's the setting of Dirty
I
Dancing.
only know bits and pieces of Maisel because my mom makes me watch it because she's like, is New York still like that? Is New York comedy still like that, Geoffrey? She's like asking me, do you ever go up at the whatever these venues are? She thinks it's the same thing still.
Be nice to the women. They're not being nice to the women.
Yeah. Do they let women perform now? Is it like this?
It's an old fantasy that a woman got to be on stage.
Yeah, my mom's just a little Minnesota woman. Like, can we speak yet? Are we allowed? She doesn't know. She has no idea.
She's still asking permission. I get it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Is there something related to not knowing these sexual movies, Hustlers, Dirty Dancing, and coincidentally, you are the type of person that didn't even masturbate till he was 25?
There's probably a little bit of Catholic upbringing involved in that. Yeah, we didn't watch that stuff as a family for sure. Definitely not. I remember the movie Triple X, that was my sexual awakening. There was a scene in there where he says the things I do for my country while we watched that at sleepover and I was like 15 over and over again. I was like,
he's getting a blowjob or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember, but it was a late awakening for sure. No
I never
porn in
saw
our
Triple
house.
X.
It's
an
good.
action movie too. It's not even a porn.
No, it's not at
necessarily.
all. No, I don't know why it's called that. It's a terrible movie. It ain't it.
We were seeing stand-up where you mentioned not masturbating till you're 25, but you don't really get into that. Instead, the joke is more, but I did something more important. I know the capital of every single country around the world.
Yes, I think I do.
And you're doing great. Or do you ever lie sometimes? The answer is like, sounds good.
If I say it confidently, no one really knows.
Right.
People are fairly stupid when it comes to geography, so it's fairly easy to fool people.
One guy yelled out Canada, and he goes, "You don't even know what you're talking about."
I'm shocked at how little geography people know. Like, do you know the capital of Canada?
No,
Ottawa.
but I do know how to fuck.
Yeah,
Ottawa,
that's true. Yeah, you can fuck. You can find the clit. That's good. Okay,
but
fair.
I don't know that I would have known that confidently. I've heard of Ottawa. I don't know that was their capital. So I learned it from your stand-up. Let me tell you something.
Teaching. There we go.
Yes, if somebody described that stand-up to me, I'd be like, so he stands there and tells you the capitals and you're recommending this.
Yeah.
Holy shit, laugh out loud. Hilarious. You're taking huge chances, recording your shit, asking the audience. So you really know.
I probably know 90% of them. I probably know 90% of them.
He was doing Indian territories. There was nothing you had to know who ran the general store if they didn't have a capital.
I had a lot of time on my hands. I wasn't using my hands for masturbating, so I was looking at a map and Wikipedia. That was my life.
I'm going to guess that 90% of people don't know most countries, let alone the capital.
Yeah, the countries I don't know the capital of, most people don't know exist. So they would never.
Right.
I've only been wrong. I was called out once because some lady was from Lesotho and she called me out for not knowing the capital. And I was cucked in front of a big crowd of people. It was very embarrassing, but otherwise I'm pretty good.
We both believed at the end of that saying, we both said, wow, that was fucking crazy, right? Then the more we talked, we realized I meant that he didn't masturbate when he was 25. Penda meant the capitals.
Yeah.
Like, how about a wind would have hit you by then?
I definitely buried the lead in that. It is. I didn't think it was weird, though. I thought everyone just like waited till they were 25. I thought that was normal. I just never talked about it with anyone,
But were you waiting till you were 25?
I just never even knew how to do it, honestly. I was very sheltered. I didn't even know the mechanics or the logistics of masturbating. I
And so
didn't really know.
I assume you hadn't dated anyone?
I had not like dated. Wait, no, I hadn't dated anyone. You're right. Yeah, I'd like hooked up with people before. I'd never. No.
What is hooked up? Because
I guess
that's
I
Yeah, you
didn't
by the
have
way.
sex till I was 26. I didn't have sex till I was 20. I called hooking up like making out, but I didn't
Okay.
realize it means something else to the average person. Yeah.
It depends. When we were growing up, I think hooking up does mean making out, and you might
Yeah.
have gotten some, above the bra shit.
I feel like I had like Grease. I thought of sex like Grease era still. Like that's where my brain was at. I was like, oh, we're gonna make it at the drive-in. That was kind of what I was thinking about sexually. Everyone else is like, you just kissed a girl after the bar. You didn't hook up. That doesn't count.
You know what? I didn't masturbate till I was 18 as well. I really didn't know about the mechanics. I know in high school, people are like, hey, you jerk off. And it's like, no, the way you're saying it, no one does that.
I
So
had no idea.
I'm not even thinking about it. But then I see you and I go, 25? What the fuck?
You fucking crazy. Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of wet dreams if we're going to go TMI. That's just what happened. The dam overflows naturally.
What did you think was happening?
I thought that was just every once a week that just happened. I thought God just made a little too much and the reservoir was a little full.
I didn't even know what mine was. I'm like, I think I spit out paste out of my dick. I know it came from my dick, not my asshole.
Now what happens when I drink almond milk? Do I just have wet dreams? Is that?
But I knew not to ask, and I'd hide it in the laundry.
Oh yeah. Never say anything. Mom, why is milk coming out? Never. No.
And I know my mom checked all her clothes. I know she did. She's looking for coins and that kind of thing. Yeah, because we're kids and we're idiots. So I bet you she would have found a pair or two.
Definitely. It's a little crusty. She found it. She found it.
But okay. So first of all, you seem really young to not have like Googled something about it. And
I knew about sex, but I didn't really care. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't really care that much about it. I don't really know what it was. I was very shy, so I was like, maybe it's just not for me. It's not worth the chase, so let's just keep it out of my brain.
Did you live at home when you went to college?
No, I did not. I went to Wisconsin, a huge party school. Oh. It's insane that I didn't have sex in college. It's one of the greatest achievements in mankind that I blacked out 200 times and never had sex. It's kind of incredible.
Well, it is funny. Like you finally masturbate and then no shit. What's next? Sex immediately.
Yeah. I think people can tell when you have this like pent up energy. They could, there's like a tension you carry around, I think, for sure.
Yeah. I remember like laying on the floor, almost talking to my buddy after I had sex. And I'm just like, there really is a difference. I'm a man now, and you can feel it.
That post nut clarity. Yeah, just like I see it all. I know who I'm voting for now. It all makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go find a bear and eat it.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
So you were never concerned that there's an overflow. You never Googled, should my junk be overflowing? You never went to a doctor and
I thought that was normal. I thought that was just being a man. That's the price of this beautiful gift of masculinity, is that we just have to leak a little testosterone onto it. It's just too much. Sorry, God just didn't give me a big enough bowl to put it in.
Are you like women complain about periods? We don't complain as much.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just dropping loads.
Yeah. Oh, you're bleeding once a month. I'm leaking cum during a nap. Okay.
Once a month, I gotta hide my underwear in my own laundry.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Women are just complaining. Oh no. Yeah. I probably did.
What's that?
I was like, I probably did think that in college. Everyone's kind of an incel in college for sure.
Sure.
I feel like I was.
Did you ever get in trouble after you can name every capital, every city, all this kind of stuff? Do you ever forget a woman's name and she's like, "What the fuck, Geoffrey?"
There are like my friends do tease me like I don't know I recently revealed to my friends that I don't wear boxers all that often, which we don't need to go into it, but
underwear at all, you mean?
I do some, maybe like half the days, I do, but I just don't feel the need. My friends are like, the capital of Paraguay, but not to know that you should wear boxers every day. Like things like that just escape my mind. I think there's only so much space in your mind, and I chose to put the capital of Kazakhstan in there instead of eye contact.
Yeah. Oh, I already have. I already have my pants on. It's too late for underwear.
I can't go back. I can't. It's just a waste of money too. I'm saving $12 a year. Come on,
no.
This is huge.
And you weren't just raised religious; you studied religion in college.
I did.
You paid for that?
I paid to study religion, paid to get to heaven. It's a pay to play scheme. And now I'm in. I can pick which one I go to.
That's fun because my parents paid for me to learn religion also. I went to yeshiva for 9 years.
Oh, really?
Yes,
wow.
I learned to be an atheist. How about you?
Yeah. I'm agnostic, but I'm teetering towards atheism as of late. I think in about a year I'll join you. I think I'll be there. The hope is fading.
What is like when's it coming back already? Not enough signs yet, God?
Yeah,
is that what's making you wonder?
Yeah, like like you let that Titanic sub explode. God, come on. Come on. Where's the merciful God? Yeah.
World's literally on fire any day now. You're getting closer.
I don't know where in the Bible anyone has read that God was merciful. He destroyed the entire earth. And started over with like 2 of everything somehow on one boat.
Yeah. None of it makes any sense.
How giraffes happen. They must have gone in 2 different animals and came out a giraffe.
They couldn't fit. They could only go up. They had no width left. They had to do height.
And can you imagine everybody on the boat? It's like the reverse of what just happened with the submarine. Everybody on the boat is going like, I guess our cousin Betsy's just gonna swim for a while until she drowns.
I'm very sorry I did that. I couldn't control myself. I see the past, present, and future, and I can do anything, anytime. But now I feel bad I killed everybody. Here's a rainbow. And please don't use it for anything perverted. Okay.
Or think about all the animals that went extinct because there's only 2 of them, and they're like, I'm not fucking him. I'm not. We're not. That's why unicorns went out, because Charles didn't like Melissa or whatever. There's no more now.
But you didn't just study Catholicism, right? You went, for example, to Israel to study over there. And
I did, yes. And I studied Islam mostly, or probably like 2/3 of the time. Yeah.
Does another teacher ever say, well, I don't know what that bullshit's telling you, but
yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know what your Islamic professor is telling you, but Catholicism's the one true God. I mean, I'll always believe that deep down. You go to Catholic school, it never leaves you really.
But that's true. How do they teach religion they're teaching, it's like teaching people about Christmas and Easter. It's like, here's what people believe.
Yeah.
We can't possibly tell you that it's true because your next class will conflict the information.
Yeah. They don't say it's true. It's very academic and all that. They're not like, it's not like a rabbi coming in there to teach it or whatever. It's like,
so when you studied Noah's Ark, were you studying biology too, or like that's not allowed in the same semester?
We were more like I studied like the medieval era of religion, like more like the history, more like the history of religion than the actual religion itself. Like,
did you study Buddhism? Did you read the I Ching? Did you go?
I did not do the Buddhism. I did Hinduism. I read the Bhagavad Gita and all that. That's a good one.
Bhagavad Gita, you're thinking.
Bhagavad Gita. I don't know. How do you say it?
Mama. What?
Bhagavaga? Now we're being incredibly offensive to the beautiful Hindu faith. The beautiful Hindu faith. It's a good book, I think. I can't remember. I was drunk most of the time, so whether I learned much, really, who knows?
Did you study? I just recently went to their church-like community center. People who do kirtan, which is like, what are the people who wear orange robes? They give you flowers at the airport. They used to be known. Hari Krishna.
Oh, Hari Krishna. I know vaguely. They're kind of a kooks, in my opinion.
But the rest of them are not.
The other religions are all valid and entirely scientifically true, but them and Hari Krishnas and Mormons are a little beyond the pale for me.
Oh, interesting.
A little too far.
Their chants are so fucking pretty, though.
They are pretty. Yeah.
Oof.
Every religion has a couple good songs. That's the true thing.
Yeah.
I studied abroad. And did you go to Birthright?
I was born there, so I guess
Oh,
I
you were
had a
born. Oh, I
birthright.
guess
Yeah.
you went there. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I would live in
Oh, there's chosen and then there's fucking chosen.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but then I was chosen at age 4 to move to New York. So there's a lot of
Yeah.
choosing
That's the
happening.
second chosen land, though. So you're good. You're good.
Right. Queens,
Yes. If I was there for 3 months in Israel, does that count towards me going to heaven or anything? I feel like that's a little bit, right?
Of course. Yeah. They love including people into their culture, the Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
They
so
just-
welcoming.
They love adding new people. Yeah.
Yes.
Just random Catholic white guys. Yeah.
Oh,
they love us.
especially. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Take our daughters, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Intermarriage. Yeah.
I saw today trending is Roseanne Barr.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
What'd she do?
That can't fucking be good.
God, was she have a new pronoun joke that dropped or something?
I don't think some of these anti-woke people know what pronouns are. And
They
I
have
think
no
they're angry
idea.
because they're confused.
I legitimately think that. I don't know. It's always like, these kids think they're a truck. What? What are you talking about? No one thinks that.
This is a clip from a podcast she's on with the comedian Theo Vaughn from MTV back in the day, right?
Yep.
You tell me what you hear. Again, just a clip, maybe completely out of context. This is what I saw trending. Oh, hold on. I didn't set it up right. Come the vamp, go.
Oh, thank you. I was actually glad. I was hoping you would ask me. So Roseanne Barr, I did not see
Yes.
that, but I saw that Angela Bassett.
Thank you. That's
was-
good.
God damn it. And I was like, oh no, is Angela Bassett dead? But no, it turns out they just wanted to say hi to her. And okay, so that's it.
Oh, maybe they're just saying hi to Roseanne. Let's see. Why is Roseanne Barr trending?
That's the truth. And
Yeah.
don't you dare say anything against her. You'll be off YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other ones, because we have, there's such a thing as the truth and facts, and we have to stick to it. And,
It's scary.
and that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either.
No.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen. 6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Yeah.
Mandated.
Well, because you're part Jewish, right? Part of your family's Jewish?
I'm all Jewish.
You're all Jewish.
100%.
And a lot of Hollywood is Jewish. Yeah. It's like a lot of Hollywood is a Jewish business, really. Well, they started Hollywood.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
happening?
What?
Right.
Wow.
But so was it weird
Just
that
like rap. Black people started rap.
yeah.
So I wouldn't go over there and try to get in rap and go, all these black people, go on Saturday Night Live like Dave Chappelle. I'm just saying a lot of black people are in control of rap.
Right.
Hello? Well, you went there. You
Yeah.
try to get in show business. Of course it's Jewish. But, and people should be glad that it's Jewish too, because if Jews were not controlling Hollywood, all you'd have was fucking fishing shows.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I
What are
really
fishing
don't.
shows? Why?
What the hell was
Jew-
that?
Jews like fishing shows, or is it a
I
different
think she
kind
said
of fishing?
other white people, the only thing they would want to do is make fishing shows, I think.
Like dumb Hicks shows,
Yeah, like those are the
Oh.
only, it's either Jewish people or toothless yokels from Kansas, I guess.
Oh,
Those are,
I'm sorry. No, that took me a minute, but yes.
well,
no,
it doesn't
you're right.
make any sense, so you're fine for not grasping it. It doesn't make, that was a wild clip. Theo Vaughn did not really take her to task. for
No.
what
Theo
she
Vaughn,
said.
but can we just say Theo Vaughn
That-
is not a take to task person?
No, that was
So-
I mean, I'm a people pleaser, but if someone says the Holocaust didn't happen, I usually like to put my foot down. That's kind of where I start to stand
I'd let
up
the
for that.
audience know I know.
I'd like
Wow,
to say
you guys
that
are
it
really
did happen.
rigid. No,
Yeah.
but I honestly, I don't expect somebody like Theo Vaughn to interrupt anybody's thoughts and debate them or,
No,
show.
unfortunately.
But like, that's not his show. So I don't know. What's he going to say now? Argue that the Holocaust happened? It just
Especially if
seems
you're
so
arguing
dumb.
with someone who thinks it didn't happen. It's
What are we
like,
doing? Okay. I don't know that I would necessarily argue. I would just be like, you said that anyway. What else
Yeah,
do I have here?
right.
What?
I've always tried to do a joke on stage that will never work, that Holocaust denial is the happiest conspiracy theory. You wish it was. You wish they were right. You wish it was
Right.
true. It would be great if Roseanne was right. She's not, but that would be a great world to live in.
It was a little disturbing, but funny to see the double standards that were going on social media today about comedians. For example,
Sure.
this I'm looking apparently, because it's Roseanne, I'm looking at mostly people on the right making comments, and they're like, Sarah Silverman says the insurrection was too violent. It was just a tour. I don't need a comic telling a political opinion. Comic should only comic, plumber should only plumb. And
I
then
hate that.
then you see the same people about Roseanne being like, Roseanne's a comic. That's her job, to rile people up. It's just a joke. And it's called the First Amendment, freedom of speech. And
Also,
this was taken out of context. And I'm like, then what's the context? You then fill us in.
And what's the joke?
B,
Yeah,
what
what's
the
the
fuck
joke?
is the joke? I don't think people know what jokes are.
Yeah.
Can I
you can't-
interrupt?
yeah.
Can I interrupt me to read Chris L saying no, Chemda, just no. And I agree with you. I understand that what Glitter says, you guys would call out even a famous idiot or deny and move on. So yes, when I say we wouldn't argue, yes, I will probably say that sounds stupid and then move on. Yes.
Yeah.
But and so maybe that's not letting it go. But to me, I don't know that I would argue. Okay.
There's no real way. It's not worth wasting energy on people like that. They're in their little corner. You're not going to get them out of it. You might as well move on, I think.
But because now I want to do it. Because now I want to be like, oh, aren't Nazis upset when you say that? Like, aren't Nazis like, well, what's this symbol that I have tattooed on me? Then why am I going for an Aryan race? Who is my leader? When I raise my hand like this, like, what am I? Who am I referencing? Like, all of their reference books has Hitler's name in it, has every good that Hitler did, right? Like, you can't just take away their solid leader who helped them cleanse their ultimate goal and then go, that didn't happen. You're insulting more than the Jews. You're insulting these people's
Nazis.
Leaders. I mean, then who the
Interesting.
fuck are these Nazis?
Please let it have happened. Right.
Please don't insult Hitler. Come on.
Right.
What are we doing?
I mean, if we're gonna look, whose side are you on if you're saying the Holocaust doesn't exist? Like, whose actual side are you on?
Yeah, it gets confusing.
It is a little confusing.
What is that? And then 6 million Jews should die. That was period. End of thought. I was
Which
like,
she said they should die, but then that they didn't. What a bizarre conspiracy. I wish it had happened.
But then she went into Hollywood. So don't you need more Jews to run Hollywood? And so 6 million Jews would die and then Hollywood wouldn't. Like, what is the math here? Like, we have a calculator in our pocket. Our teachers never expected that. And we're adding this shit? What the fuck?
I think it boils down to 2 words: mental illness. Unfortunately,
You don't think
she's mentally? You think she's just crazy?
No, I don't want to give it to mental illness.
True. That's true. Yeah,
no,
you're right.
because mental illness has things that you can do with it, and it has pursuits and things like that.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's true.
Yeah,
what is it? How does that start? I don't know how you get to that end that she got to.
The dichotomy of some of this, it makes me think about, I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend yourself. Oh, this mask is making it hard to breathe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, wait till you find out the humidity in Afghanistan.
Are you tough or are
soldier.
you weak? Yeah. Which one is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on when you just say nonsense and then go to sleep?
I think that maybe that's why they do it though, because it scatters and hits everyone. Maybe that's why they just make everyone mad. I think you get more press that way. I don't know. Who knows? It's insane. That was not the interview I thought we were about to hear. I'll be honest.
Chris L again is saying, then why have her on the show? I'm just going to let someone on that spews hate and give no pushback. That seems like endorsement to me, at the very least, being irresponsibly complicit. Yes, it is all
cute.
of that.
I get she's a legend. How's it cute?
Yeah, he should have definitely pushed back more. That was kind of insane. How little he's like, okay, sure.
But with that said, why have her on? And I do mean it. Like,
well, she
doesn't hope she doesn't get too racist today.
But that's like, she's known for that. Like that's what she does now. She tweeted crazy anti-Muslim things. So he knew what was going to happen. He knew. That is true.
That's don't understand. Don't you dare say anything against her. You'll be off YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other ones, because we have, there's such a thing as the truth and facts, and we have to stick to it. And,
it's scary.
And that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either.
No.
You know, I like my humor dry, but let me be clear. There's no little smirk on anybody's
There's no
face.
joke. Oh, you
Hold
can
on,
see
hold
the
on.
video. Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
laughing. Yeah.
Could we just, and I'm glad you're playing this again. Now that we spoke about it, we can actually hear the words that we just spoke about a little differently, right? She said nobody died in the Holocaust. So the Holocaust did exist. I don't know what it is, but nobody died in it.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
what
that is.
did
Yeah.
it was like,
So something happened, right? Did
oh,
something
you know
happen?
what? It was a concentration camp. Jews like concentrating and debating.
Yeah.
So we
they
put them
just-
in
was-
rooms to debate, and you know them, they can't help themselves. They crawl all over each other and kill each other. Probably a couple
they
of
just
farts.
worked really hard for a couple of years. Yeah.
but
what?
nobody died.
That's wild. And then the whole thing about you can't, if you say the truth, you'll get canceled. It's like you're on a podcast that has 1 million
Right.
viewers. Like, how are you being canceled? I've never understood that.
It's always somebody with a like, hey, I don't want to get canceled. Is this thing on? Oh, still
Yeah,
on. Oh,
right.
and still on. Oh, look
It's
at that.
always someone at
Guess what? I could turn it on anytime. There are 1 million platforms. Are you still listening to me? But I thought I was canceled. Oh, I doubled my listeners because that's what actual canceling means. It means
Yeah.
you will. She got canceled for saying that. Is that what trending on Twitter is? Canceling you? When was the last time you made art? You're not canceled. You trended without making art and then called it canceled.
Yeah.
Again,
You're making more money.
What's the math on this? How does this math add up?
You got a
When
Fox
go-
News special. I know that's usually not where you see your comedy from, but
But she did it. Those
you did
people
do it.
like it.
Yeah.
She found her. It's always someone in the first of 3 sold out nights at Madison Square Garden. Like, they tried to cancel me. It's like you
Right.
sold 90,000 tickets. How are you canceled right now? Never understood that.
I
They're just
think
losing.
it's it's actually canceling your credit cards because it's cash all the way from here, baby.
Yeah,
No,
right.
You don't
She's
need
just-
any credit. You don't need nothing. Just walk
No.
in.
You go
The
to any
truth.
right-wing county in America, they'll worship you.
Sure.
They love you. Wow.
And that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either.
No.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen.
Yeah.
He did say, yeah.
Because the whole
oh.
world's going, everything's going fucking crazy. It's like, yeah, I'll assume that makes sense to somebody. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
words you
he
said.
also
Sure.
knows his listeners. He's like, my listeners probably like this a lot.
Also-
He doesn't.
Sorry. First, she goes, nobody died in the Holocaust. If you hear it, he goes, no. And then she says it again or something. And he goes, yeah.
Yes, it's the biggest pushover of all time. That's so
Hitler was cool.
wild.
Fuck. He was.
Oh, you're
Fuck!
right. I didn't think about it enough. You're actually right. The
She meant
uniforms
Adolf Hitler.
the uniforms were snazzy. Yeah, we all know. Yeah, Hugo Boss.
It should happen. 6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Yeah.
Mandate.
Yeah, she's not like he laughs, but he doesn't know what he's laughing at.
She's not.
She's
being
not
funny.
laughing at all. She's not smiling like you get, my son. I mean the opposite. There should be more Jews. No, there's no joke.
But then she's Jewish too. That I didn't know that. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's a wild turn.
She can say it because she's the best. Jew.
I've never heard of that before. A self-hating, a Jewish Holocaust denier. That's a new one.
Well, yeah, but the term self-hating does exist. So it's gotta.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, you guys can do anything too. Yeah.
Should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Okay, didn't mean to laugh. Sorry.
Mandated.
Well, you're because you're
What's
part Jewish. Right?
mandated?
I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah,
that was.
I don't know what the mandated was.
It wasn't edited.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant. Maybe like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe like the Nazis didn't mandate it or something. I don't know what that meant. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to have her on to explain.
Yeah. That's the only way the Roseanne Barr apology tour comes to Keith and the girl.
I'm sorry, Keith. You can't listen to the other side. Does the truth scare you?
It never happened.
Yeah.
Mandated.
Well, you're because you're part
Why can't they have an opinion? You have yours. Oh my God.
That's
Jewish,
so-
right? Part of your
yeah.
family's Jewish.
What's that?
People just can't understand that. She's like, if you get mad at this, it's because you don't like the truth. It's like, no, it's because you're an idiot. That's why we don't like it. They can't imagine that they're wrong. So they're like, it must be because you're a weak little lib who can't take the truth. It's always that's so annoying.
Well, you're because you're part Jewish, right? Part of your family.
He goes, well, you're fuck me. Okay, I'm going to bring up the Jewish thing, so maybe that makes things you're saying okay. But for
Yeah,
some reason, I think you're not going to like
please
it.
be Jewish. Please be
Please
Jewish.
be Jewish. Tell me you're the
Please.
most Jewish. Please be the most Jewish. Who's the Jew?
Tell
Who
me
is
your
the Jew?
dad's a rabbi. Come on, please.
Mandated.
Well, because you're part
Well,
Jewish,
I
right?
don't know
Part
what
of
that
your
means.
family's Jewish?
Are
I'm
you
all
Jewish?
Jewish.
You're all Jewish.
100%.
Okay,
And a lot of Hollywood is Jewish. Yeah, it's like a lot of
Why
Hollywood
did he bring
is a
that up?
Why
Jewish-
See,
did you
okay.
see? You know
He's
that's
just
a
like
trigger
doubling
thing.
down. That's
He's
lame.
baiting
Yeah.
this now. She just said should die. The 6 million Jews should die. And
Right,
then he's
today.
like, plus they own Hollywood. Am I right? What do you got to say about
Right.
that? And she's
Dad.
like, yeah, glad you brought that up because I was already hating. Might as well go on a roll.
Best
was like
case,
they
he
had-
thought it was a joke, went with it, and then went, this is best case. And then went, okay, let's get serious, though. Jews do run Hollywood. Like, we could acknowledge that, right? Like, there's no way this is good or taken out of context.
What, like
No.
now he went into real reporting?
Yeah, but
Like,
seriously, let's be
take-
honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
It was like a
what is
little
it? Then it's
comedy
so sick.
routine. Like he was the straight man, just like
Right.
egging her on a little bit. That is insane.
Jewish business, really. Well, they started Hollywood,
Yeah.
right? But so was it weird
Just
that?
like rap. Black people started rap.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't go over there and try to get in rap and go, all these black people, go on Saturday Night Live like Dave Chappelle. I'm just saying a lot of black people are in.
So she is saying that it's not her black people's place, Hollywood, because rap isn't my place, not being black, right? That is what she's saying.
She said, yeah, I guess she's saying if Eminem got into rap, he can't be mad that he's the only white guy or something. I don't know.
Can
exactly.
I just tried to Google, did Jews start Hollywood, right? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
first of all, is that
You
true?
hear
I
that
don't
all the
fucking know.
time. I'm sure it's not true.
Like what? Just like 10 Jews instead of
Yeah.
praying, they decided, they're like, hey,
Let's-
we're here.
2
let's
to
make
5,
a
let's
silent,
work on a side hustle.
yeah, let's make a silent flick. Yeah,
Right.
Why not?
But then I wrote, did Jews, and then what filled in is
Oh
okay.
no.
Stay the worst forever?
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but did Jews build the pyramids? Did Jews invent bagels? Did Jews write the Bible? When did Ashkenazis leave Israel? So it's just interesting.
Why are they in my yard?
Those are 3 great things: the Bible, pyramids, and bagels. The people are just those are pretty 3 great inventions right there.
I'm just saying a lot of black people are in control of rap.
right.
Hello.
Right.
Well, you went there. You
Yeah.
try to get in show business. Of course it's Jewish. But, and
You gotta, Theo, you gotta stop with your disease. You're gonna have to pay for all these things you're saying to.
Yeah, you're about to
that
lose
wasn't
a lot
anything
of
to say
people.
to.
Nothing good. And also, you tried to make it in Hollywood. You did. He's
Yeah.
very famous.
I think he's talking. She said it confusing. I think she's talking about. I think she's saying you tried to get into Hollywood, Dave Chappelle, and you saw that there's a bunch of Jews. So why would you be fucking
but didn't
surprised?
didn't Dave Chappelle make it in Hollywood too?
Who's that?
He got canceled. I don't know who he is. Who
I
knows?
don't.
He only made
hello.
120 million.
Hello, I'm just
Well,
saying.
you went there. You
Yeah.
try to get in show business. Of course it's Jewish. But, and people should be glad that it's Jewish too, because if Jews were not controlling Hollywood, all you'd have was fucking fishing shows.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No, actually, and I don't know why I said yeah, and I'm really looking into it, and it must just be a nervous twitch.
He's just a swamp boy from Louisiana. He didn't expect this. This
He
is
was
a
like-
little too much.
He was like, oh shit, maybe Jews should die. I love fishing shows.
Yeah. The TV would be better. Yeah.
She's talking to one of those people right
Right.
now. She's like,
Right.
it would be all you people on. Ew.
This is the first Jew he's ever spoken to in his life. On the pod right now.
Yeah, you gotta.
Roseanne.
You have to have on like. Okay, you made a mistake. You had her on. You need a Jew on the very next day, right?
Yeah, you would hope. You would hope. Yeah. Who do you have? What's you need the most like Jewish person imaginable next? I don't know who you
Yeah,
do.
I thought you
need
said
a
you wanted to see
Chemda.
both sides.
He
You
has
need a
Woody
Chemda, yeah.
Woody Allen's on next.
Oh,
who he-
no.
that's who he brings on.
Woody
But-
Allen brought the Holocaust into his immediate family. Thanks, Woody.
Yeah. Oh no.
By the way, I do want to go back, if I may, to dropping loads unknowingly in the middle of the night. You
yes.
also mentioned in your stand-up you're an adult bedwetter.
I stopped around 18. I do not wet the
Okay.
bed anymore. I do not. I used to have a lot of liquid coming out of me at night. A lot of, you didn't know what the roulette wheel was going to land on each night.
What
At
if your
least
piss was to hide the cum?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, I just pissed again.
Yeah, it's just a milky yellow thing. It's a nice
Maybe-
little smoothie. Yeah.
Maybe you were trying to stay healthy, because I don't know if they only tell vagina havers, but they do tell vagina havers to go pee after sex to avoid what is it, urinary
UTIs or whatever. Yeah,
So
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
your body was like, and now I need to pee.
Oh, because I'm having sex in my dreams. I'm like, oh, we just had sex with whoever. Oh yeah, I gotta pee. Maybe that's a good way.
You
That's a
know?
good way. Did
Just
you guys
switch-
not wet the bed? Do people not wet the bed? I just
think
assume
so.
everything I do is
No.
normal. That's the way I live. And then
Was there trauma that makes sense?
I didn't know. I never. That's what my girlfriend was just saying. She's like, were you like abused?" I was like, "I had a pretty great life, honestly."
Oh my
I
God. All of you Catholics think you had a great life. And then we go into your history and you're like, I don't know why I was so scared to touch one of my body parts so hard.
Right.
I shampooed it and I think that was okay, but I think I'm allowed soap down there. I don't know. I don't know why everyone thinks I'm traumatized. I thought I was going to hell for the first 5 years of my life. That was a little, yes, disturbing. But when you think about it, we're in heaven now, right? I'm okay.
Regrets.
that's why I
I had
can't-
them all.
That's why I can't look Father Rick in the eye. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, who knows?
I told the priest all of my secrets, and he gets on the podium every day, but he'll probably not tell anyone, and I'll probably go to heaven, right? Can I go to heaven, or will I be on fire for years? I'm 10 years old. Did I just do something that will cause the rest of my life to be on fire? No, this is a normal upbringing. I'm fine.
There's a lot of pressure of damnation at age 8. There is like, you're gonna fuck up in 2nd grade, and like, I guess it's over. No
Did I
point.
memorize this okay? Am I wearing the right white dress? Oh my God. Should I also do a bar mitzvah? I can't sleep. It's the
Do
only
Jewish
time I
people
jerk
not
off.
have there's no fear of damnation in Judaism, right?
No,
That's
but
not
we're
really
in
a thing.
damnation now. It's like, you might as well
Oh.
start just like live your life in guilt so that you're not a piece of shit,
Okay. Guilt
Yeah.
is good to a point. I think a little guilt is good, but yeah, I definitely have
If you
too
did
much.
something wrong, what you have
Yes,
guilt
yes.
for is not a crime. That's the difference between good guilt and bad guilt.
Yes,
You
yes.
actually have had to commit some kind of crime.
But you
Yeah.
should be guilty because by the time you fuck, you're too old to not be coming so fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Have a little guilt on that.
I
until
have
you
no
work it out.
excuses anymore. I have no excuses anymore.
He jokes, I come quick so we can get back to her talking about her day.
Yeah. I think that's kind and nice. Sex is overrated. Women just want someone to listen, I think. And that's what I provide. A nice listening ear. That's what I'm there.
Okay, and that was your first year after you graduated from having sex, and then you became a person, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting
Okay.
there. I feel like because I had sex late, I'm like 20 years old right now sexually. So I
And
got a
how old
couple
are
more
you
years.
now?
I'm 33 now. So I guess there's actually the math doesn't quite add up, but yeah. So I guess I lost my virginity 7 years ago. So yeah. So I
You
should
meant-
be.
How true is it that you mentioned basically you have a micro penis?
That is not true. I want that
Okay.
to be known. That is a
Okay.
joke. I have an average, wonderful, perfectly good penis.
Okay.
I think on the count of 3, Keith, let's say how long our penises are.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
8.
Really?
No, I didn't know.
Damn.
I didn't know if you were doing circumference or what. So
You guys should have asked me, but oh well.
just a massive. We should have. You're right. We should have asked everyone. That's
Leave
true.
people
That's
out.
true. An
Mhm.
8-inch, the mythical chode, the mythical chode. We always talked about that in high school.
did your girlfriend ever say like, hey, this joke makes me look bad somehow?
No, she never cared. She never
Okay.
cared. She actually liked that one a lot because she's like, he. I know it's not true. He. Or whatever. At least that's why I imagine her internal dialogue sounds like. That's what I
What
imagine.
made you cross over at 25? Because you had studied religion and you still believed that Catholicism would not want you to release on your own. You had to like involuntarily do it. What made you cross over?
Is that rumor true that it's if you do more studying, it says celebrate and not celibate? Is that true?
Wait, what? That's a one letter wrong
Yeah.
in the King James. Yeah, you're actually supposed to celebrate your body. It's just one letter has ruined an entire generation it ruined Ireland entirely. One letter.
Every time they find the Dead Sea Scrolls, a new one pops up, and I'm like, please have the R in it.
I don't know why I waited so long. At some point, it was kind of a joke among my friend group. They're like, I guess Jeff's just crazy. And I was like, I'm crazy. I'll just double down on it, kind of. And then I was just like, this is stupid. And then I masturbated. It's great. I fucked up. I really.
Oh yeah. So you consciously said today's the day.
I can't remember exactly what the turning point was. I think it was because I was seeing a girl and I was like, we're probably gonna have sex for the first time. So I was like, I better practice or whatever, basically. I think that's what it boiled down to.
That's fair. That's smart.
And then I was like, you're a fucking moron. What was I doing?
And then I had to dump her because I have to keep masturbating. It's the best.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't need another person for this. It's just as good, you know?
Like, how could anything be better than this?
It is. It really, my life would be so much better if I hadn't been a little idiot. What a foolish thing.
Yeah. I do think that is how we can understand how much these kinds of religions are so made up.
They're so wrong.
It's so wrong. You don't want people walking around with loaded guns like that all day.
You can't.
It's bad for the environment.
It's bad for the environment. I'm one of the oldest virgins not to shoot up a school. That's true. I never had a manifesto even written. I think I deserve an award for that.
That's right.
A little bit.
You know, I'd like to give it to you because if that encourages some other little kid to start going, you know, I think it'll be healthy for everyone.
Every high school should have a room where the boys can go jack off during the day. I think it would help release a lot of tension and stuff.
Oh, okay, well I can't. I don't know.
Saying you don't.
I don't want to.
We can't co-sign that. We can't co-sign that.
I don't want to do like what's his face Van
Wilder. Yeah,
No,
sounds good. 100%.
God damn it, the Roseanne interview. What the hell?
Theo Vaughn, I follow.
Yeah, I don't want to be Theoing this.
You mean yeah.
Let's talk about kids masturbating. Yeah.
That's a new verb, Theoing. He's Theoing it. Just going, sure. Yeah. Okay.
I almost called him Van Mufflin. I couldn't remember his name.
That's why she's so great for silent trailers, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now she's going to name the capital of every country.
Oh, I would love that. I would love
Ottawa, Tel Aviv.
I think you're just naming
that
places.
one's controversial. That one's a little controversial. Yeah.
Jerusalem.
I don't really know what the official. I think it's Tel Aviv officially, but Trump said Jerusalem. Who knows what it is? Really.
Yeah, and then they erected a statue of him over there. Hello.
Did they really?
Last time we did that, 40 fucking years in the desert, you idiots.
Yeah,
right.
That's true. That's an idol. That's the golden calf.
What the fuck? And he's actually golden colored. So you're really fucking up.
We didn't learn a lesson that we can't even make bread.
Yeah.
You get that for free at restaurants.
Also, he's not even your president. He said the word Jerusalem and you made a statue. Oh, God.
I did not know that. That's very ironic. That's kind of incredible irony. That's wild.
Did you hear that, the OceanGate sub, of course, went down to the Titanic, most likely imploded. The 5 billionaires died immediately. OceanGate, I didn't know this, put out a job opening.
Wait. Is there the actual name of the
it's called
thing?
OceanGate. Yeah, the company.
OceanGate's Titan. So they're the company OceanGate.
I'm sorry. It's called OceanGate, and then we're surprised that it went into bad. We call everything gate when it goes horribly
it's
wrong.
Bad, right?
I thought people were just calling it OceanGate because it's OceanGate now.
Oh, that's
Watergate was taken, so they had to do OceanGate. We couldn't use Watergate again. Yeah.
Okay, sorry but that's blowing my mind because I didn't put that together. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very funny name for that. Wait, what did they put out a job opening?
They put out a job opening for a submersible pilot to take this guy's place because they knew already that he died. And then people are like, "What the fuck?"
They're still moving forward with the company,
and then they took down the job posting because they realized people had an attitude over it. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Hold on, can we pause and just get this timing right? How long into the submersion did that?
I believe about 2 days. 2 days at the most.
2 days.
Wow.
So, okay, and
the search was still going on. Is the point?
They knew he was dead. They do.
They do.
So what's funny is the whole world is talking about that search, right? Or let's call it the but I think the whole world, right? Because it's oceans. The whole world is talking about it.
If Roseanne only put out her interview on that day, Wouldn't have been the biggest deal.
Yeah, poor
So
timing.
they don't think people will notice a listing of a job opening. That's
Or is that where they want them to notice? They want a little press. Good. I guess they already got enough press. I don't know.
They need
I think
more
they're.
press.
I think it's a company of very stupid people, so I wouldn't put too
Right.
much strategic thought on their decisions. They seem like
I
not
wouldn't
the-
I wouldn't put I don't think they put any strategic thought into the actual submersion. So why would they put
No.
thought into the next person going
Yeah.
down?
I'm sure it's just an intern who's their social media guy who is going to BYU right now, who just didn't know
Nope.
they hadn't
Nope.
heard about it or
Nope.
something.
I'm not Van Bonging this.
Theoing, you're Theoing, you're
Not
not
theoing
Theoing
that.
this.
Nope. Nope.
They're also looking for somebody who's good at lettering for their new job, OceanGate services. Okay, I guess no one will know.
Make the oceans great again. Yeah,
That's
there we
when
go.
that's when you submerge in a grate, and
Yeah, a
you
little cheese grater. Yeah, yeah.
The Celine Dion song "My Heart Will Go On" was
Yeah.
just streamed 7.8 million times. It's on Billboard's top 100 in the number 12 spot because of the submarine record. I
Wow.
wanted to hear it again.
That's insane.
When-
What if it's all just a big publicity for Titanic 2 or something?
Cameron will do anything to beat these
Yeah, he
Avengers.
absolutely would. Didn't he had to make a statement?
He
'Cause
did.
he's
He
like,
decided to make a statement, and he said,
that
he's
he
like,
thought
this makes adventurers look bad or something like that.
tell you what,
or
I
something
he
have
like
said
that.
he said when he first saw something like when he first saw what this was made of or how it was made, he was concerned about it. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Okay.
didn't. it sounded like he didn't like it to begin with.
he didn't.
That's
he
one of
didn't
those
seem to
things,
like
though.
it.
Then why didn't you reach out and tell the guy?
Yeah, he wasn't taking any phone calls or anything like
Yeah,
that.
he
You
wasn't
didn't hear
like-
from him at all until right now. And then he said,
Right.
I'm struck by the similarity of the Titanic disaster itself, where the captain was repeatedly warned about ice ahead of his ship, and yet he steamed at full speed into an ice field. Oh, cold.
Mm.
Cold.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, everyone's going after this guy after
Yeah.
he died.
Well,
It
you had
seemed-
to play dumb because you're like, yeah, I don't really want to save him. Like the U.S.
Yeah.
Navy would have heard that underwater, and I think, and they had to talk about it in the Oval Office, I think. And I have
they
to
would have
imagine
heard
that
the sub explode
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, an airplane heard it. So
Really?
I think a Navy submarine is going to hear it and
Oh,
figure out where the
wow.
fuck it came from. And I think in the White House they went, we don't give a shit, right? No,
Yeah.
okay,
Right.
all right,
Right.
keep them going to
I'm
India
sure
or
that's
wherever.
probably true.
Yeah.
Wait, it was that loud? That's crazy.
That's what it
I did
seems
not-
like. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
hearing bangs that the guys were doing inside every half hour.
Oh
and
my
you've seen
God.
movies, you see how far those radars can
Yeah, I
pick up.
guess.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Okay.
I don't mean like a
Damn.
triple X radar. I mean like an actual, reenacting war radar. And
Yeah.
they can see pretty
Okay.
far.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. Why did this story capture everyone's imagination? It's not really like that big of a story.
It's-
in
it's
the big
weird.
scheme
It's-
of things.
It is weird how something how something trends. And then
It's the
once
most
it gets
trendy
there,
news
yeah.
story I've seen in years, honestly.
and
It's
it has
crazy.
everything too, though. It has
It does have
billionaires.
it has
the
and movie.
Titanic.
Yeah. Yeah.
The list
Ex-
goes on.
Yeah.
It has
I think
Celine- It has Celine Dion now.
as
Mhm.
Celine Dion, she's making millions of dollars off this tragedy. That's crazy.
Oh, she's so sick.
She's so sick.
The tax guy has to call her now. You know what I mean? Like, hey, how you feeling? Well, you should know some news.
Yeah. Your song's in the top
You have
40
8
again.
million views over 2
Yeah.
days.
You're gonna get a lot of checks. You could buy a ninth mansion now because of this guy.
All right.
That's amazing.
Here's what you want to do. All right. You want to listen to Geoffrey's stand-up.
Okay. Oh boy.
All right. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I lying? Am I saying something? That's
No,
what
you're right. That's
yeah,
true.
right.
People should listen to my stand-up. That's very true.
Now,
think it's-
when they do, and some people are watching, right? And some people are only listening, they should know that you spell your name Geoffrey.
I do spell my name Geoffrey. It's very ethnic, very
Why?
crazy.
Is
Well,
that
there's
what you're
nothing that
calling it?
matches. There's nothing that matches.
No,
His last name
it's-
is Asmus, but it's AS. I mean, the guy's
It's-
really fucking with
It's
us.
a stupid. My dad has a dumb story. It's like he's really into bicycle racing, and there was this guy named Greg LeMond. If you don't know anything about bicycling, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But his son was named Geoffrey. he named me after a guy's son. It makes no sense. He named me after a guy's newborn son. He's like, what? Name me after the guy who won the Tour de France.
We don't know where the son's gonna go.
I looked him up. He's like an insurance salesman in like Illinois or something. I was like, that's who I'm named after. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
Because when that kid was born, there's so much potential.
There was potential. Like he's gonna be the next bike racer, and then he wasn't at all. He was nothing. So I was a huge letdown. So I'm a bigger Geoffrey than he is. I feel like I'm doing better than he is.
See what your dad gave you? You're welcome. He gave
a low bar. Everyone needs a low bar in life. I think that's a good thing.
Download his album, The Prodigal Little Bitch.
Yes.
And the new stand-up will be called?
It's called The Only Funny White Man, and it's coming out July 20th on YouTube. Yes.
You really had to think who your opener was going to be. Right?
I forget. Yeah. I
think a black chick today. Hold on.
Diversity. We celebrate diversity on my special recording, of course.
And he has
July.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just saying, coming out July 20th. It's going to be great. It's going to change the world of comedy forever. Everyone knows it. No one's releasing specials on YouTube like me. No one.
No, it really does seem like it's the year of them, right?
Yeah, so many. I really should have. I'm about a year behind. Whatever. It's all good.
I know we're talking about your special, but for those who are watching on YouTube, I think you should mention that's not your room.
This is not my room. Yes. I actually would like, my room is a little nicer. My girlfriend's a therapist. I couldn't use the room because she's making the money and I'm not. So I'm ostracized to my roommate's room. That is true.
What's it like dating a therapist? Is it
annoying?
Is it too much? Is it indifferent?
It actually is great because she goes through so much trauma all day, listening to these people's horror stories that the things I do are very nothing compared to the stories she has to hear. It's actually great. I started dating
I was dating a single mom with 3 kids, and it didn't take long for me to realize, no matter what I do, these kids are gonna fuck up more.
Yeah.
Not bad. She doesn't have time for silly shit. She has, somebody shat on a desk in school.
They're covered in poop. Whatever you do, you're a hero. Yeah. That's very true. Yeah.
I forgot it was your birthday. Who gives a shit? You don't have to pick me up from jail.
They can't count to 12. Yeah.
Right. Your back and forths. One is like very innocent and one is pick up from jail.
I know. I realized I wasn't matching it, but I decided to continue with the riff.
You know what? At some point, somebody was dating her going like, I know how to wipe my own ass. And she was thrilled about that. So,
different ages. We're doing different chronologies of the woman's life. Yes.
Right away, I think our first date was her house. I'm like, look, I'm feeding myself.
Yeah.
I don't even need a bib.
Can you heat the chicken nuggets yourself? Wow. It's incredible. Wow.
These are chicken fingers because I'm an adult. Okay.
Yes, dinosaur nuggets. Yes,
but she doesn't like keep having to pry, not getting real information out of you, or it's not a problem.
No. She does have these. She has little psychological tricks to tell, like if I'm being honest, or you're feeling a little insecure now. I can feel it. She does have these little therapist tricks she uses.
Well, now I am. You called me a baby bitch.
Yeah, Yeah, she's like, you're clearly projecting from your youth when you weren't respected as a child. And I don't really take when you call me a baby bitch personally. Yeah. That's what it is.
His podcast, check that out too. It's called You're an Idiot.
You're an Idiot every Monday. You're an Idiot podcast. It's a fun time.
Glitter's asking, doesn't your laughing in one room interfere with the crying in the other?
Right. No, it keeps the clients happy. It keeps morale up. They like that.
Let's see. I think that's everything. Anything? Do they need to know something else?
I think we got all the plugs in. I think that's good.
I think we literally covered everything. Let's see.
I don't think there's a single thing in the world we didn't bring up. I think
you're right.
This hour.
A brand new Diamond Dogs. We get personal. It didn't upset Hemda. Okay, that's good. Why'd I do it anyway? I don't know. It's all about me. Roseanne.
Ooh, that was upsetting. That was
upsetting. I'm starting to learn she's not on the side of good.
I guess I have to take her poster down from our room. Right. Can't have that in the back of our therapy sessions anymore.
I believe that it was crazier that you didn't masturbate till you're 25 than all the in every city in the fucking world.
it is crazy. Looking back, we can admit that.
Let's see. Nazis we covered. These guys want the Holocaust to happen, so don't take that away from them.
But they failed, apparently.
Right.
That's like,
Apparently.
they have a high credit score in
Right.
their
Yeah.
world. What are you
Right.
You're taking it away from them.
Yes.
Jeffrey respects women, so don't worry, he won't waste your time in bed, ladies.
True.
My heart will go on, of course. 7.8 million streams in like 2 or
Wow.
3 days.
Wild.
And it is
That's
funny to
wild.
me when I think about it, the Navy could give a shit. Jeffrey, very nice meeting you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much.
That was
Hope you have a
great.
good day. Thanks. Sorry for everything I said, as always. I always have to apologize.
And you're canceled.
Yes.